Okay, let's look at annual percentage rate, or APR. So the annual percentage rate is the yearly cost of borrowing, including both interest charges and other charges, such as borrowing fees, administration fees that are included in the cost of credit. So to calculate APR, a borrower needs three variables. They need to know the amount borrowed, the total cost of borrowing, and the length of the loan. So once these variables are known, APR is calculated as follows. These are the steps. You divide the amount of interest paid by the amount borrowed. Then you multiply that number by 365. And you divide this number by the length of the repayment terms in days. And then you multiply by 100. So let's look at an example. Okay, here. So a payday loan charges $15 to borrow $100 for 2 weeks. The nominal interest rate is 15%, but because the rate is charged for 2 weeks or 14 days, the APR is higher. If the loan balance were carried for 1 year, what would the total outstanding loan balance be at the end of the year? Okay, so let's calculate the APR. So step one, I'll just read it. Step one is to divide the amount of interest paid by the amount borrowed. So the amount of interest paid is $15 divided by the amount borrowed, which is $100, and the total is 0.15. So then you multiply 0.15 by 365, and the total is 54.75. So then you divide this 54.75 by the length of the repayment term in days, which is 14 days because it is 2 weeks long. So 54.75 divided by 14 equals 3.9107, and you multiply this figure by 100 to get your percentage. So it's 3.91 times 100 equals 391.07%. Isn't that crazy? The APR for a payday loan charging $15 to borrow $100 is $391.07. You wonder how these are legal, right? Anyways, that's not the point of this equation, but oh my gosh. So since the APR is an annual rate that accounts for daily compounding and there are no cash flows, the APR can be used as the I variable, the interest variable, in our TVM calculation to determine the balance of the loan after 1 year. So this did not get paid off in 2 weeks and it goes for 1 year. Let's look at how much a borrower can expect to pay. All right, so the inputs are $100 present value. That's the loan price. And the interest rate and then the period of time is 1 year, so 1, and the interest rate is 391.07 interest rate. There's no payments being made over this year, so payments are 0, and the future value of this loan is compute future value $491.07. Wild. So if this loan balance was carried on for 1 year, we got all of it in here. So if this loan balance was carried on for 1 year, the total amount required to repay the principal and all interest accrued would be $491. So the total cost of the loan would be $391 because they did borrow that $100. So it's $491 minus 100. So the APR is 391%, which is the 391 divided by 100. That is an absolute crazy amount. 391% is the interest. Crazy. But anyways, that's how you calculate the APR on a payday loan.